Good afternoon, friends. Watch out for comparison blues. They break you up without warning. One minute you're on top of your world, and the next time you're in the pits. You don't even know what hit you. All you know is that you are down in the dump and it feels absolutely crummy. Don't despair. It happens to everyone, and therefore I'm going to talk today on beating the comparison blues. Don't let comparison blues block you from your success. Don't let it keep you captive. Either you find yourself in the clutches of comparison blues, quickly take certain steps, or you call it the antidotes, so you don't get trapped into that. Be aware, my friend. Firstly, be aware that you are comparing yourself to someone else. Acknowledge that you are unique with your own special talents and gifts. Ask yourself if there is something about the other person you would honestly like for yourself. If so, decide what small action you can take to start getting you there, and you do it right away. If the comparison blues persist, do a reality check. Talk to a supportive friend, mentor, or coach who can quickly point you back how to rectify. My friend, the biggest clue is when you find yourself feeling disturbed, down, inadequate. All of a sudden, chances are good that you are comparing yourself to someone else. Catch yourself as soon as you can. Immediately take the comparison blues, whatever action you take, anecdotes or antidotes, and stop signing the comparison blues. Enjoy your own life without comparing it with that of another. If you took the strengths of the other and compared them of your weaknesses, how do you think you would size up? And do you think this would make you feel good? The funny thing is this is what most of us do at one time or another. And some of us, pretty often, it's a surefire recipe for a drop in self-confidence and for unhappiness in your own life. But let's take a look for a moment at what's wrong with comparing yourself with others. It's usually unfair comparison to start with. As a result, you will always come off bad if you look at someone's strength, including what they have, like houses, cars, and your weaknesses. Even if you compare strength to strength, there will always be those who are better and those who are worse. When you're on the ladder of accomplishment or purchases, has nothing to do with what you want to do. You end up resenting others for doing well without really knowing true person. You can see that if you are ever resented someone upon first meeting them and then later realize you got the wrong idea. You might criticize somebody in public, trying to knock them out, often unfairly. All these are not good things, are wrong practices, I say. But there are positive effects of the comparison. Sometimes the comparison can generate certain positive effects, like a feeling and belief that something greater and more rewarding is possible for you because you see it in someone else. A clearer pathway for success becomes you have a role model who is in step and ahead of you, doing what you long to do, giving you a blueprint for getting there. More positive growth, my friend, is in you because you are witnessing someone else's expansion. Reminds you that you have what it takes to achieve that some outcome or accomplishment or something even greater. You should break these habits of comparing yourself with others. How do you do it? You break this cycle of comparing yourself with others. You see? And I find that firstly, develop awareness. Most often we do these social comparisons without realizing what we are doing it. It's a natural act, my friend. I suppose as a result of something that is done without consciousness. So the solution is to become conscious. Bring these thoughts to the forefront of your consciousness by being on the lookout for them. If you focus on these thoughts for a few days, it gets much easier with practice, and soon it will be hard not to notice. Stop yourself. Once you realize you are doing these comparisons, give yourself a pause. Don't berate yourself or feel bad. Just acknowledge the thought and gently change focus. Count your blessings, my friend. Focus on your strengths. Instead of looking at your weaknesses, ask yourself what your strengths are. Celebrate them, be proud of them. Don't brag, but feel proud about them and work on using them to your best advantage. Be okay with the imperfections. No one is perfect. Intellectually, we all know, but emotionally we seem to feel bad when we don't reach perfection. You aren't perfect and you will never be. Be rest assured. I am not. And I have learned to be okay with whatever I am. Don't knock others down. Sometimes we try to criticize others just to make ourselves look or feel better. Taking someone else down for your benefit is destructive and negative. I say it's sin. It forms an enemy when you could be forming a friend. In the end, that hurts you as well. Instead, try to support others in their successes. That will lead to more success on your part. Focus on the journey. Don't focus on how you rank a comparison to others. Life is not a competition, it's a journey. We are all on a journey to find something, to become something, to learn, to create. The journey has nothing to do with how well other people are doing, but what they have or what they have. It has everything to do what we want to do and where we want to go. That's all you need to worry about and nothing else. Learn to love enough. If you always want what others have, you will never have enough. You will always want more. My friend, obsessive comparison. You have to just stop. I personally know and have worked with many people who are addicted to comparison and to feeling like a loser or a victim all the time. They literally spend hours criticizing others, finding good things in others, finding fault in themselves, feeling jealous. This type of comparison leads people to invest in negative, destructive beliefs, such as common beliefs. You all know it. Like they say, I don't have a good friend or to experience amazing times with like these other people. I'm not rich, handsome or beautiful, talented, educated. You name it, or have not enough people to be lovable. My children aren't as successful, as accomplished as they should be, and as so many others are. My kids' disabilities or challenges are shameful. I'm not as loved as so many others out there. I don't have vacations or life experiences that are exciting. My life and career are a huge disappointment or embarrassment. I can go on and on. I haven't achieved anything worthwhile. I'm undergoing a depression. I'm alone. It's critical to remember, but so many people forget that social media platforms like Facebook, WhatsApp, which can be very helpful and enjoyable in many ways, encourage us to put up into the world only the most sanitized, flattering, and praiseworthy version of our lives, but certainly not the real lives. I often say Facebook is nothing but a fake book. See, raw experiences we are having, we don't want other people to know. Just ask yourself this. How many selfies have you taken of yourself alone or with others that actually never end up being shared? Hundreds, even thousands? I would guess because you censor and judge them so harshly that most never see the light of the day. Only the most beautiful and most flattering makes it on the screen. This realization is vitally important because it is a damaging mistake to compare the raw reality of your own life with the highly fictionalized, sanitized, and touched up version of another's. You never know what their life is about, what they are dealing with, and the hidden battles they face, and you never will know. My friends, it's all that is important, being able to look at your own strength and see your true value. It's actually one of the keys to success, because without the ability you will be unmotivated and won't believe in yourself. I think it's natural to compare ourselves to other often. It often makes us unhappy. Even we have enough and should be happy with what we have. Try to be aware of what you when you start comparing it to, yourself to others. Once you have developed the awareness, try this trick. Stop yourself and be happy with yourself. Recognize your talents and be happy. Thank you very much.